Hey, what's up, Brotherhood channel? I want to apologize for the quality of this video. It's weird. I'm not on my normal computer. I'm on a backup laptop. It's not the one I'm used to using. It also has a lot less space than my normal laptop. So there's just a whole bunch of challenges. I have audio problems because I couldn't set up. I'm just not used to this laptop. A lot of long story that's not important, but basically I just wanted to apologize. That's the reason why this video is late, and that's the right reason. That's the reason why this video is not edited. That's the reason why the audio sucks. That's why the syncing might be weird. That's why the quality sucks. It's on my webcam. Honestly, if the syncing does suck, which I don't know if it will until after I'm done with this. You can just listen to this. There's nothing going to be on the screen that's any more exciting than what I'm saying. So, like, if it really, really gets bad and bothers you, that's fine. I need to shave my beard. Wow, that's getting kind of rough. Okay. Um, Sorry, guys. It's been a long day slash night. It's actually 6:15 a.m. right now. Look at all this schoolwork I have. I wrote it all down. I'm taking. Wow, it's opposite. Okay, sorry. So I'm taking like a intro to social work, general psychology two, interpersonal communication, anthropology, culture, and society. So I've been doing homework and stuff like that. I got a load in the wash right now, actually downstairs, that I gotta go get soon. I think in about 10 minutes or so, I gotta go switch that to the dryer because I needed some clothes. I'm kind of sorting. It's just all bad. But what I'm gonna do is, because the story, this week's topic. Now that we're 2 minutes into the video, this week's topic was a news story. We're bringing you another news story, and uh, obviously, like, this is not, for one, the story I want to bring you. It's really important to me that I present it in the right way and I get the facts right, and I don't like rush it, or even, I think I would prefer to have time to edit it. So because of that, I'm not gonna go deep into the story this time, or I'm just really gonna give you a brief preview of what I want to talk about, and I'm gonna see if the guys are okay with it, which I'm sure they will be. I don't see why. We're a pretty good team, and we love bringing you guys content, as much content as possible. So if the guys are cool with it, which I think they will be, I'm gonna upload again this weekend with the actual video of the actual story, that, like, in depth. It's not gonna be super long, but like a lot more than what I'm telling you now, which is basically the story that I want to cover. Is this story that happened locally, kind of locally for me. It happened in Dallas, which is not too far from me. I actually have a news app for my area, which is called the Dallas Fort Worth area. So basically, like, anything that happens in the area, I get an update right away. So this news story, well, it's a strange one. It's a really one that I'm trying to understand. I think most people around this area are trying to wrap their head around how it's even possible. But I remember getting the first update about it before people really even before anyone even really knew what completely happened. Just that a someone had something had happened. Basically, I don't want to give away too much of the story, but this story has to do with, it's kind of, the normal story you hear around America these days, which is a white cop shooting a black man, basically. Um, but this story has a really weird twist because the man was in his own apartment, and the cop who shot him, she was off duty. She was returning home, and apparently, according to her side of the story, she was at the wrong apartment. She thought she was at her apartment, but she was on a floor above her apartment, and she tried to enter what she thought was her apartment, and instead it was her upstairs neighbor's apartment. Um, he, like, answered the door, like, somehow the door got opened. um, and she thought someone was breaking into. She thought she had walked into the end of someone breaking into her house, I guess, and he probably was like, "Why is someone trying to get into my apartment?" And long story short, basically, she ended up shooting him and killing him, and that's the basic of the story. There's been um, a lot of rumors, a lot of different theories and stuff like that. I know a big rumor, which um, I don't know what goes on above me in the storm, but anyway, sorry. I know a big rumor that went on was about them possibly dating. They had dated the woman cop and this man, which I will talk more about that in the video. I want to say that was something that wasn't reported anywhere in local news, and uh, up on current time, I have nothing to support that. It's looking more like that's a rumor, but I found that really interesting, and I do have more to comment on that for other reasons in the second video I do on this. Like I said, I want to make sure I give you guys like well, I want to make sure I give this story the kind of attention it deserves from me, and like the overall analysis it really deserves without the sucky audio, sucky video. Well, I don't know if I can do much more about the video. Really depends on my laptop when my laptop gets fixed, but um, I wanna I want to make this video as best I can and really formulate my thoughts a little more. I got a little caught up with homework today, and that kind of put me behind on being able to focus on this story as much as I wanted to. That being said, um, there was another thing after this all happened. This cop who shot this man in his own apartment wasn't arrested right away, and then there was like the cops said they were gonna put a warrant out, and then it was transferred over to the Texas Rangers, and then they didn't put a warrant out, and there's she has a whole story. They released like the official like her side of the story. I forgot what the exact word is. This is why I want to give you a better video on this, but there's all these weird details. But I mean, just the whole concept. It's like again one of those police officer shooting type things, but there's all these other facts about it being in this apartment complex where she lives, and she thought she was at this apartment, but she thought she was at her apartment, but she was at someone else's, and uh, I don't know. It's such a weird story, and at the end of the day, it brings into question all the things again about police officers and guns and deadly force and race and all this stuff once again. So I don't know. It's a strange story. It's kind of local. I remember the very first um, notification about a man getting shot in his own apartment by a cop, um, and I know this story has taken off a little bit in other places because I've seen it on Facebook, and I've heard from other people in other areas that they've heard about it. Um, so just kind of having this perspective of being like of hearing it when it first happened, and just like how how the news has progressed, and how more facts and details and even questions have come up has been a really interesting perspective for me. So you may have heard of the story, you may have not. I do want to say the victim's name was Botham Jean, and I hope I am pronouncing that right. Um, Botham was the first name, and then Jean was the last name. And I thought it was pronounced Jean, but I watched a news report that pronounced it John, so I think it's Botham Jean, and that's all I'm going to say in this video. But again, I want to give you a better video on this. Maybe this weekend I will talk to the guys about it. If not this weekend, then very, very soon. So that's what I have to say for now. Please feel free to look up this story and get your own information and stuff about it. I think so much of what it deals with are all important conversations we need to be having, especially for those of us who live in the United States and North America and that kind of area right now. All right, guys, this video is already a little bit longer than I expected. Once again, I'm so sorry for the poor quality and for it being so late. But I hope you all have been doing well, and I will see you all soon. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Stay strong, stay safe, stay you. I love you all. I already said that. Peace.